The whispers beneath the soil. It began with a low hum, a vibration in the earth too soft to notice at first. It was only later, when I couldn't ignore the murmurs in my head, that I realized something had changed. I had been digging. For years I studied forgotten ruins and unearthed relics of ancient civilizations. The site in rural Vermont seemed unremarkable, just another curiosity buried beneath centuries of overgrowth. Local legend spoke of an old temple, older than memory, deep in the forested hills. No one knew what it was built for or who worshipped there, but as always, I dismissed it as folklore. The first sign was the soil, dark and wet, though the weather had been dry for months. It clung to my skin like something alive, pulsing faintly in my grip. The deeper I dug, the more unnatural it became. Strange markings on buried stones, spirals twisting inward, drawing the eye to a central point that seemed to shift if you stared too long. My team laughed it off, but I could feel it. The pull. We found the door on the third day, a slab of stone, smooth as glass, with symbols etched into its surface, none of them recognizable from any culture I had ever studied. But something about them felt old, older than humanity itself. Nightfall came quickly that day, and we decided to return the next morning. But I couldn't sleep. The whispering had started then, faint, like wind through dead leaves but unmistakable. My name, over and over again from the ground beneath me. I went back alone. I wish I hadn't. The slab was warm to the touch, pulsing with the same rhythm I had felt in the soil. My heart raced in time with it as if something beneath was alive, waiting. The symbols glowed faintly, casting eerie shadows across the clearing. I knelt, feeling a deep, irrational compulsion to touch the center of the slab where the spirals converged. The whispers grew louder, almost coherent now. I placed my hand on the stone. It wasn't stone. Not anymore. It felt soft, like flesh, and it shifted under my hand, as if something massive stirred beneath. The earth trembled and a groaning sound echoed through the forest. The slab cracked. That's when I heard the scream, a long, drawn-out wail that didn't sound human. I stumbled back, but the ground beneath me gave way. The slab crumbled into dust and the earth opened up, revealing a chasm that seemed to stretch infinitely downward. From the darkness below, a colossal form began to emerge, too vast to comprehend. It was neither beast nor god, but something far worse. A shape that defied reason. Its form writhed, an impossible mass of limbs, eyes, and tendrils, each one stretching toward the night sky, as if seeking freedom after eons of imprisonment. And then the eye opened, a single vast, lidless eye filled with endless galaxies swirling in its depths. It stared at me, and in that moment, I understood. It wasn't awake. Not yet. I tried to run, but the air had changed. It felt thick, as if reality itself was beginning to warp around the creature. The whispers became a roar, incomprehensible words flooding my mind, pushing out everything else. My thoughts were no longer my own. I fell to the ground, clutching my head as the weight of its presence crushed me. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move. The thing knew me. It had known me since before I was born. It had been waiting. Suddenly, the eye shifted away, looking beyond me, toward the stars. I saw flashes of other worlds, vast landscapes of desolation and decay, all consumed by the same madness that now stretched before me. This creature, this god, had devoured civilizations before time itself. And now it was waking. The sky began to tear open, reality fracturing like glass, revealing the infinite void beyond. The stars blinked out one by one, as if being consumed by the growing presence of the thing that loomed above. I was just one human, insignificant in the face of this ancient, hungry god. My body felt like it was disintegrating, unraveling at the seams as the air around me twisted and burned with its power. Before I blacked out, I heard a voice, louder than the whispers, clearer than anything else in that moment. You should not have come. I awoke in darkness. The sky had returned to normal, the stars blinking innocently above. My team was gone, the site empty, as if none of it had ever happened. But I knew better. The thing beneath the earth, it wasn't fully awake. Not yet. But it was stirring. And it would rise soon. No one will believe me, of course. They'll come. They always do. They'll dig deeper and eventually they'll wake it for real. And when they do, there will be no more dreams, no more whispers. There will be nothing left but the void. Because once an eldritch god wakes, it doesn't return to sleep. And it always hungers.